Hey guys, how we doing? We are at the end of February and we're getting anxious for gardening this year. We have a large garden planned out this year. Next year, I believe it's next year, we will not be growing a garden, so we're actually trying to grow enough food to put back quite a bit for the next 2 years. And you know, we have never grown enough food to make it a year. There's 9 of us in this family. We need a lot of food put back. But this year we're really going to try hard. We wanted to go ahead and start going on our peppers and tomato plants. Those are what, in our area, that's what we need to start indoors early. So real quick, how do we start our seeds? Well, if we're doing indoor starts, this is a technique I believe my grandmother, I know my mother used to use. We take styrofoam plates, and you can take a Sharpie, and either along the rim of it or on the bottom of it, write what variety of plant you have on there. We have tried putting the seed packs on there, and we've tried writing tons of different ways. The seed packs end up rotting or getting wet and falling apart, and you can't read it. Anyhow, when we do our seeds, however, through trial and error over the years, there are certain plants we just don't start indoors ever. No legumes, no beans or peas. We never start them indoors. Have we ever had a single plant come out of starting a bean or a pea indoors? I don't think we have. I believe every last one of them have died, or they were extremely stunted. This is something that grows very fast. Starting them indoors, just not worth it. We're not going to be starting. I say we're not going to. We may start some, but typically we don't start many of our squashes. We don't start many of our melons. And again, our melons we will start this year. That's something we kind of have to do, especially if you want a big watermelon like we're used to from growing up down south. You know, Crimson Sweet and Black Diamond watermelons. Those are 25, 30-pound watermelons. You don't have time up here to ripen with the growing season the way it is. So we will be starting our watermelons, probably our cantaloupe, but like our winter squash, they do just fine. Our summer squash, oh my goodness, the summer squash explode. 6 plants and we have more squash than we know what to do with for a year. And we'll be planting quite a bit out, making different stuff with it, collecting our seeds, all that. So this year we're hoping to do a lot more with explaining kind of from the moment you get your seeds. If you get them from us, you know, this is our Golden California Wonder Bell Pepper seeds, and trying to get it to focus. Clearwater Valley Farms, that's us. And the way we do our seeds, we have 2 different sizes too. We have what we call our urban. There's a lot less, but this is for people in the city or an apartment, or they don't have a big yard. They don't need, you know, 25, 30, 40 pepper seeds. They need 5 or 6, 10 at the most. You're just not going to have a half-acre garden. And they're cheaper. A lot of people like that. So anyhow, today, instead of starting our seeds that I mean, like I said, we're so ready to start doing seeds and get our garden going. Instead of starting all of our summer crops right now, we found a bunch of old, and I mean old seeds that we harvested off of our property more than a decade ago. And I'm just curious to know, will they sprout? Will they continue to grow? Even if it's a 1% germination rate, that would be impressive to me. So we have, this is a baby jar. That's all we did. We got them, dried them out. washed them good, and put them away. And I'm curious to know, we replanted these the year after, and then put these in a box and kind of forgot about them. But these are Roma tomato seeds, paste tomatoes from 2010. So we're going to start these seeds. They look good. We'll see if they work. We have what's the other one? This is no date on it, but I know what it is. This is dill seed, and we have quite a bit of dill. We have these from 2012. These are Oregon sweet peas that we had saved. There, you can maybe read that. I don't know. Oregon sweet peas, 2010, and we saved a bunch of the seeds from that. We might have left them out there a little long because they're pretty dark, but we're going to try to sprout. I'm going to put I'll probably put like 50 to 100 of these on a plate. Maybe not that many, maybe just 20 or 30, and just see, do any of them sprout? Try to figure out a rough percentage of that. And then we have, well, we have these. These are cherry seeds, and I don't remember if these are from a Bing cherry, a black cherry, or the cross. But it's a lot of cherry seeds, and we have cherry trees wild all over this part of Idaho. So we'll grow some of those. My daughter had found some of these. These are acorns that they picked up at the park probably 7 or 8 years ago. I don't know if they're gonna sprout or not, but we're gonna try. We have some wild plum trees. Again, I don't know what year it's from, but we're gonna try it out. And then we have some peppers. I don't remember what these peppers are. They're a hot pepper. They look like a little Thai hot pepper. And I'm going to show you some of these, and we're going to get seeds out of them. But some of the stuff we're hoping to do this year, we want to show you how to plant your seeds, harvest take care of your plants, harvest your fruit at the end of the season, and preserve seeds for the next year. We love it if you come to us and buy seeds from us. As you can see, I mean, we go inexpensive on the packaging so that we don't have to charge quite as much. We do a lot of collections. We have one it's an acre, a 1 acre garden collection. Right now it's $99. There's 117 different varieties, and there's a lot of seeds in there, and that's a steal of a deal. The prices are going to probably be going up. They're going up for us. A lot of the farmers are just telling us we don't have seeds available anymore. They sold out. They didn't have a good crop last year. For many of them, they didn't have a good crop last year or year before. And so we're slowly seeing some of our varieties going away on our website, and we're trying to replace them with others. We also have some cool weather tomatoes that we're very excited about. We've had Oregon Spring? The Oregon Spring tomatoes that we've sold before, but we have 4 new ones that we just got in. We've been researching. We live in an area that our spot, we can grow any tomato we want. You just go 500 to 800 feet higher in elevation than where we are. They can grow a lot of tomatoes, and they get set with fruit everywhere, and none of them turn red. They just don't go ripe. They stay green, and then the frost hits and the plants are gone, and they're out there harvesting hundreds and hundreds of green tomatoes. So we actually have a lot of friends, they just stopped growing tomatoes. So we're excited about that with these tomato plants, really getting those around this area in the higher elevations. We have friends that live just across the canyon from us, and they are at 3,200 feet elevation, and we're down at like 1,500. So it's a big change, and not very far to go. All right, let's see how these seeds do. All right, when we write on the back of these styrofoams with Sharpie, when you put a mark on and smudge it pretty quick, you can see that ink is still gonna smudge pretty good. So I'm gonna start off with these, and I don't remember what these are called. I believe it's a type of Thai pepper. I'm guessing. If I can figure out what it is, I'll rename it later, but for now I'm just gonna write Thai pepper. And I believe these are from the same year we did the Roma tomatoes. I believe they are 2010 seeds. And that's going to let us know what is growing started in this plate so we can keep track. Now we want to dry it off good to make sure no smudges. So we have the name of the pepper. Now this is why it's exciting to grow your own seeds. This is a package of our Golden Cow Wonder peppers. When we buy these, they cost a fair amount of money. I don't recall exactly the number of seeds. It's 40 or 50 seeds you get in one of our packs, which is usually, that's plenty for most people. I believe individually this pack on our website is around $2.50 or $3. If you buy them in collections, they're like 85 cents to $1 in the collection. But you can see the number of seeds in one package. Now, this is a bunch of dried peppers, and these are tiny little peppers. And we're just going to go through here and show you how many seeds you can get from one pepper if you're willing to take the time to preserve it. And you can use these peppers afterwards as dry pepper flakes, which is what we will do, maybe. I don't know. 12 years old, they still smell like peppers, and there's a little bit of burn to it. Look at that. That is a single, we have a single pepper. That's got to be close to 50 seeds in there. I just dropped some. That's $3 worth of seeds. That's $300 worth of seeds. There's about 100 of these little peppers in here, and they're all going to have this in here. And you could just, if you wanted to, you could put all these into a bag and just slap them with a cane or something and cause them to fall apart, kind of like winnowing, and just break these old dried peppers up. You don't have to be as polite as I am. And you know, some seeds, especially the rare stuff, they are so pricey when you're looking at buying seeds. The rarer, the more expensive it seems like, especially if it's rare and still are really tasty. Some things are rare because nobody likes them, but it doesn't mean they're worthless. So this is just what, four peppers here. That's all this is. And if these do well, if I actually can get more than one or two to sprout, which I'm not expecting, I really doubt I get very many to sprout. Like I said, these are 12 years old. Peppers are already a tough thing to sprout. Let me transfer them real quick to a different plate. One thing about styrofoam is you get static electricity, and those seeds like to cling to it. Alright. And all we're gonna do, take paper towels. I'm going to set it. These are perforated to fold over easily. Doesn't matter which ones you get. there you go. Spread them out a little bit. And then just going to fold it over. You can use it straight out of a water faucet. You can get a jar or whatever and just spray it until you have some standing water on that plate. And every day you're just going to come back and keep getting it, making sure it stays moist. And you know, peppers can take 10 to 14 days easily to sprout. So this is let's see, February 27th, I believe. So in 2 weeks, in March we'll come back and we'll look at and see what these look like. So we're going to do some of those. Roma paste tomatoes. These seeds are from 2010. Whoops. It helps if you know how to write 2010. And we're going to show you how we save our tomatoes. There's a couple different ways of saving tomato seeds, and like I said, this is from 12 years ago. So we're just going to see. I'm going to put a lot of these on here. I have no idea. I probably should count them out, but I still have quite a few seeds in there. This would be like 7 or 8 packs of seeds at the store, maybe 5 to 10, somewhere in there. And all we're going to do, just come over and we're just going to stack them up. And you can kind of keep them off-centered maybe if you want, but we just stack them up like this, at least for a week or two. And then we'll come back and do more later. This is dill seed. And this was a mammoth. That's the only one we've ever used. I can't even remember how to spell mammoth. Mammoth dill seed, and I believe that was 2010 as well. That's when we saved most of these seeds. And again, this is really early in the season. This is just to see if these seeds are worth actually sprouting for later on, maybe in the next 6 or 8 weeks. And if they are, if they do well, I will plan out quite a few of these. Wow, that still smells really good. Gotta smell that, Mama. For 12 years old, it still smells very, very good. And I put enough water to where I see a little bit kind of starting to stand here. And if you have you're going to want to put these in a warm area of the house. You want them to try to stay, you know, at least above, ideally at 70-75 degrees, somewhere in there. Now these are going to be our 2012 Oregon sweet peas. Again, 2012. These are 10-year-old seed. I'm very curious to see how well these do. That's more than enough to see how we're going to do. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and finish. I have a few of the cherry trees and acorns and whatnot that we're going to go ahead and try to get those sprouted for right now. But I wanted to just reiterate, I mean, you saw how many seeds we got out of one little pepper. All of these peppers are just a portion of the peppers we got off of that one plant that year. We probably pulled off 150, 200 of those little peppers, at least that many. You just need one good plant and you will have seeds to last you for a while. But there's a couple of reasons you want to save your own seeds. One, you don't know when your favorite seeds are going to always be available. Right now, having a seed company, reaching out to different suppliers, different farmers direct, talking to them about when seeds are available, and we've been talking to some of them since last fall, and they're going, we're done, we don't have any. And we had some the year before saying the same thing. They lost such a large amount of their crop, they were saving seed for themselves, and what they had available had already been sold. And it seems that you have certain entities, certain individuals, or large corporations trying to get a hold on the market. So this is a great way for you to make sure that your favorite seeds, you always have them. Another reason to save your own seeds. These seeds, for example, this pepper seed, it did really well when we got it. We got these seeds, like I said, this is from 2010. So we got these seeds late 09, early 10. We got them, I'm pretty sure, from a place in Pennsylvania. And I don't know where they got theirs from, but I doubt they got their seeds from our little valley in north central Idaho for this pepper. It did really well here, but from what many hypothesize, I would say that there's probably plenty of studies if you look into it. A seed that is from a plant that grew in your soil with your weather conditions, your rainfall, the acidity of your soil, the natural vitamins and minerals that are found in your environment. When you plant a plant there and it produces seed, those seeds should do better generation after generation of being replanted in that area. So there's a lot of reasons to save your own seeds. Security, for me, is the #1 reason I like to save seeds. It's been a few years since we've really done a lot with all the work we've done. And it'll be very curious to see how many of these 10 and 12-year-old seeds actually germinate and produce again for us a decade later. We did not even have 3 of our children when we saved these seeds. That's amazing. So anyhow, we're going to come back and do a part 2 and show you how these are looking in 1 to 2 weeks. Mid-March, hopefully, we'll have that video out. And then I need to actually do the count. I believe it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 different tomatoes and peppers that we sell online. And seeing this year how hard it is to get certain seeds, or at least with our suppliers, we're going to try our best to grow all of our own seeds. We'll see how our season goes. But we're going to be showing you how we do that. With some things it's not a big deal. With other things, you gotta know some tricks. You gotta build some little things to confine them and separate them from others, keep them from cross-pollinating. So we'll get into more of that as the year goes on, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching My Homestead Education. Please hit the subscribe button. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment down below. We love hearing from you guys and hope to see you soon. Bye.